Today on the channel, we're heading to the workshop with Mick and Ken, two of Taylor's most experienced craftsmen. An interesting job has come in this week, a mini ring. These small-scale bell frames are often made as demos for events, or for bell enthusiasts who love to ring at home. And in this episode, we're getting up close and personal with how a bell wheel is made, just in miniature.
We just clamp this together. I've already mortised this. Half of 39 is 19 and a half. So I'm just setting the trammel to half of the the radius. So you can see that's how those 2 metre rails will be. You see that angle there, look?
Yeah, it's off.
Yeah, it's off. We've just got to trim these up. Something like that. And we just... Right, and then we just bring that down until it hits that point there, which is where we want it to hit. Just there. Alright. You see how that joint's up tight? Yeah? And then what I've got to do, just going to mark that. Just got to get under here. And mark that. I'll go a bit shy, and then I'll sand that down to the line there. We can now transfer that joint. We can now transfer that, because that's a nice tight fit there, look. Our joint's tight, the shoulders are tight. So now I can put that on there, and then what we do is we transfer that down there, that line, down there, and then we'll cut it out on the mortiser. Basically, like that. So now you've got mortise to put your tenon in. Nah.
Here you can see how the frame of the bell starts to take shape. These wheels are made from ash wood to keep them light for the small frame, but usually we use hardwood. Parts are made up of the long rail, leg spoke, meeting rail, high spoke and high rail. Let's catch up with Ken as he walks us through the process.
As I say, these holes are slightly off-centre, so you'll see that when I knock that through, it pulls the joint up.
So making the same thing again?
Well, yeah. Obviously, we're putting the what we call the low spokes on. So high spokes, low spokes. So. Yeah, you see that gap there, look? You see how that's off-centre? So what happens is, as that goes through, it pulls it in. You see the joint close up. See that?
Yeah.
You get it now, don't you?
I do.
There you go.
To start, Ken measures up each component, beginning with the meeting rail, the centrepiece of the wheel. Then he marks out the tenon cuts, refining each one before moving on to the mortise joints, which are all cut together for accuracy.
That's a wheel knocked up, that is. So we just trim these things with our Japanese pull saw.
It's very cool.
It is, isn't it? It's good because you can get nice and close. A bit too close.
Yeah.
off.
Once the spokes are joined, it's time to give that wheel its circular shape. The ash strips are first steamed in a pipe to heat and soften them, then placed into a clamp frame to bend and dry in their new curved form. But because these mini wheels are so small, Ken and the team had to build a new, smaller bending frame. The usual wheel table is way too big for this job.
This will be the shrouding for those wheels, right? And so basically what you do is cut your solid block out, 3'3", so that radius is struck, right? So it's going to be in that kind of ballpark, and then we get about 5 out of that. So we'll cut them on the rip saw, right? Cut them down there into about 5 different pieces.
Finally, the shrouding, the curved outer rim that keeps the bell rope securely in place as it moves. Once that's fitted, you've got a complete, perfectly formed mini bell wheel. Next week we'll meet Mick, who's been working here since the 1960s, to see the ash bending in full action, and to watch Ken make something a little different, a dingle. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment below, and join us again for more behind the scenes craftsmanship from Taylor's Bell Foundry.